Welcome, Leo Virgo, to your August 24th through the 31st reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new. Welcome, welcome. Best message, please, for the end of the month. Okay. We have the Five of Cups in reverse over here, talking about this acceptance to moving on. Okay, so having maybe some self-forgiveness about the situation, knowing that there was some personal setbacks going on, right? Some of you could be ending partnerships or taking your relationship maybe even to the next level, right? Maybe you're accepting that, you know what? This is how it was working. We'll see what's going on over here. Just say that there was some Seven of Swords over here, getting away with something. You could be dealing with an Aquarius who you feel is deceptive or trying to get away with something, acting strategical. Doesn't have to be. Could be a Libra, could be a Scorpio, could be a Gemini, could be anyone. Oh, I don't think that you are moving this relationship to the next level. Definitely feeling like there is a breakup. Yeah. Moving on with acceptance. Okay. Well, maybe you tried. Maybe you tried to fix it. Maybe you tried to move it to the next level. And nope, not going to work. Not going to work. Not this time. Leaving the past behind. Leaving them behind. Lack of success over here with this situation. Looks like you could be just trying to distract yourself now with just your job or whatever other priorities, hobbies, anything else that you're trying to do to distract yourself. Or you may feel like they were just always distracted, never paying attention to you. Take it how it resonates, general reading, right? They are definitely sitting in their own quiet power. So I do feel like at this time that if they were manipulating a situation, or maybe you feel like them sitting in their quiet power is manipulation. Hey, sometimes that can be manipulating. It does feel like, you know what, they definitely have a silver tongue when they want to speak. And can be very callous when they want to be. And it feels like they're kind of out for themselves with the Seven of Swords over here. It's getting a little old. But there is definitely some shift of attention, whether they're shifting their attention. I just feel like they're shifting their attention somewhere else. Or trying to shift. What is this going on here? Yeah, it does feel like you were hoping that this would actually work out, but it just feels like they keep getting distracted. And now you're distracting yourself. Take it how it resonates, guys. It's really interesting. Disruption over here, feeling like you are having a tower moment. Well, that was it. That was it. Once you have the tower, you knew it. It was like the wake-up call. It's not going to help itself. It's not going to fix itself. You know what? They want to be distracted somewhere else. They want to pay attention to whatever they're paying attention to. I'm going to pay attention over here. So you are definitely moving on. There's the moving on. Definitely moving on away from this relationship. It's not going to fix itself, or they are moving on. Maybe they have picked up their stuff and they have left. No matter what, the way that the energy is, just energetically, they're already gone, right? Because if they're distracting, you know, themselves with something else and you don't seem to be in the equation, then they've already kind of moved on out of the energy anyways. Yeah. And it looks like you're taking an emotional withdrawal as well. You guys are, I feel like you guys are kind of doing the same thing. It's like they want to distract and do whatever they're doing. I'm going to do the same thing. So, yeah. So you've already emotionally withdrawn yourself from this situation. So you can already see that it's like that's the way it's going to go. Then fine, this is the way it's going to go. So let's see what's going on. Clarifying on the hope, please. Well, we know pretty much that you are hopeful that this would fix itself. Yeah, it's the same card twice. I feel like they felt the same way. You guys definitely could be dealing with an Aquarius or some kind of air sign or has a lot of air in their chart. This is definitely talking to the despair. They knew that there was despair. They felt very disconnected from this. So I do feel like with your hope, you were hopeful that this would, kind of fix itself. We could get back together. But they're trying to act, deceptive about the situation. They want to leave, they just disconnected. There could have been some kind of betrayal in the past or deception, trying to get away with something in the past that, right? Whether it was you or them, who knows? Either or. But there was something kind of tricky. But it's also kind of tricky too. I mean, if you kind of see it this way, the whole situation's a little tricky in other ways. Only for the fact that it felt like it was a little tricky for us to get back on the same page. But they've disconnected from this. I do feel like it is them. I do feel like they're the ones that kind of keep themselves distracted away from you as you were trying to fix this. So now that you've had the tower moment and you feel like, well, there it is, broken communication, breakups. They want to disconnect. They don't want to communicate the right way. So this is where you're kind of overcoming the challenge. It's like you got the bigger picture. You have the understanding, right? You're getting this understanding that this is not going to work. And you're being very mature about the situation because it's like, well, because you're in acceptance mode. You're like, fine. So that's where you're moving on. They're moving on. Everybody's moving on. So over here on the moving on, it's like, yeah, making the right choice. There could have been a little confusion to the situation. It does feel like they're in a little bit of indecision about how they're going to move on from the situation. But they're making it pretty clear no matter what on an energetic level, whether they physically got up and moved their butt, that they don't want anything to do with this, right? So I feel like this is where you've taken the emotional withdrawal and you're like, okay, sit in your quiet power, right? Do whatever you need to do because you have the truth of the situation too. So you're looking out. For some of them, they keep saying they're going to leave home, and it's almost like, well, you're just like, okay, well, I don't see you packing bags. Sorry, that's what the Two of Wands is. It's like looking out, leaving home. It's like, okay, well, I don't see you doing anything. Or you want to pack bags and you haven't done anything. Yeah. Feeling like you're out in the cold from this situation. This person is probably pretty cold anyways. Any kind of time you have swords upside down, right? That's pretty callous, pretty cold, giving the cold shoulder. So that doesn't surprise me that they would just leave you out in the cold. It's like, as they sit in their quiet power, it just kind of reminds me like, I'm trying to talk to you, but they're just ignoring you. Right? It's almost like they have nothing else to say. Backsliding relationship. So yeah, on the hierarchy, yeah. Absolutely. Indecision about the backsliding relationship. They want to move on, but they haven't really done anything to really do anything because they're just sitting quietly. They haven't said, I'm done with you. I don't believe they've said anything, I think, because they're just so quiet. They, like I said, energetically, they've pulled away from you, but otherwise they really haven't said anything to open the mouth or move the butt, right? Your feet are still sitting there. Yeah, this whole relationship is just really it does feel a little unpredictable. I can kind of see that. It is kind of unpredictable because you just don't know what the heck they're doing. Because they won't, they don't really speak to you because there's broken communication. But also I feel like there's lack of direction on their side. This is them, right? They have no direction. They won't open their butt or open their mouth or move their butt. But they definitely, they're going to do something unpredictable that's impulsive. That's really what that is. As they're not coming toward you right now, you guys, they're definitely going to do something impulsive that's going to catch you off guard. So it's almost like they're giving you the silent treatment right now, but they're going to say something. It's going to throw you off. Clarify on the Knight of Swords. Yeah, they're definitely going to say something. And it's definitely going to feel like it's in disregard to your feelings. It's going to come right out of their mind, and they might, you know, I just feel it's not going to be, because everything's upside down. It's sorting with the tongue. For some of you, it's I want a divorce. Yeah. They think that whatever they're saying is the truth that needs to come out about the situation. Clarify on this truth. Saying that we have too many disagreements. There's a lot of past stuff that's going on. I didn't get past the past. I'm holding on to it. I can't get it out of my mind. It's always on my mind. There's a lot of mind over here. Like I said, you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. There's a lot of conflict going on around the situation. They do feel that they're defeated. Wow. So they're going to be telling you things of this nature, right? They just, you know what, I'm holding on to all the past stuff. They have not let go of the past. Definitely holding on to somebody who is holding on to a grudge about a situation. Okay. So they definitely are grudging over the fights that you've had, the arguments you've had, the conflicts, disagreements. They have not let anything go. They have not healed from any of these situations, and therefore this is why they do not want to continue with this, because they will not let the past go. So whatever might have happened in the past over here with this sneakiness, this betrayal, getting away with something, however it is, even if they did it, they're holding on to self-guilt, grudging, self-guilt, whatever it is. Yeah. And they're just not going to, they're not going to work on this. They'd rather end it than try to apologize or try to fix it or try to have direct communication the right way. Yeah, they'd just rather walk away from it. And it doesn't look like they really want to talk about it either. It looks like they just want to kind of swoop it underneath the rug over here and just say, you know what, we don't get along anymore, and I'm done. Huh? Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah, they just definitely don't. So Spirit says, go with the flow. Start manifesting. Start doing the things for yourself. The glory of the universe runs through you, right? Do what you need to do, my friends, right? Live life with delight. I delight in everything in my world, and divine fills me. You know, you just move on to the next soulmate. You move on to the next, right? Just show yourself compassion. The vibration of compassion shines through me through every cell and every day, right? So yeah, make sure that you're keeping your focus on things that are for your highest good. All of my thoughts are directed towards my highest good. Focus on the things that you need, because obviously they don't want to do this. So you can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. And I feel like you're burned out as well. So in seriousness, a lot of you guys, seriously, I think when they come to say this, you're kind of, you might even throw your hands up and be like, well, I guess that's going to be it, right? I think a lot of you knew it was coming, and I think in some ways it's kind of like, who's going to raise the flag first, right? For some of you, I think it was all about timing. They don't see it working. You don't see them coming back around. I don't see any apologies at all. I just see them kind of like, yep, that was it. I'm done. I don't see this working. Wow. And I do feel it very callous. I feel there's this very unemotional. With all these swords, guys, it's all in your mind. There's nothing emotional here. The only card that's showing emotions is this Six of Cups, but the Six of Cups is actually just showing me how they're stuck in their mind, right? And holding a grudge of what happened in this situation, but not willing to really want to fix it. There's no real compassion coming out here. It's all mental. Mental shows no emotion. Like I said, the only emotions they have is inside their mind. But it's not coming outwards. Okay, so, yeah, let's get another one. See what else is going on over here really fast besides just this love situation. Give us this best message, please, for for any situation going on within their life. Take a divinely guided chance. Excuse me. My throat's been weird. Guys, I've been trying to quit smoking, so my throat's all kind of weirded out. A positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Ooh. Ooh. I think that actually goes with this storyline. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's just no longer appropriate for you. It's not fitting into to where you want to be. If anything, it's a relationship that sits on the outskirts that you know you can't bring that ship back in. It's almost like if you had a rope, it's stuck on, you know what I mean? It's like stuck on a rock. It's not coming. You have to just feels like you have to cut the cord, right? So now you have to find something that's meaningful. Make room for new and more meaningful relationships. Yes. If it's not working, you're holding on to something that's just, they don't want to fix it. So how is it going to be? And if you're now to the point to where you don't want to fix it because they're not, working with you, Spirit says there's other soulmates out there. There's other things out there that are meaningful for you. Let this one go. It's done its job. The soul contract's over. Right? You guys learn what you needed to learn, whatever it is that you learned, right? Okay, my friends. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.